Hello and welcome to Mostly Off Topic, gameplay video for Lord of the Rings LCG. We're going to be covering the after committing to the quest trigger, which came up in a recent game that I was playing with Matt, and he was using the Longbeard Elder to basically scry the encounter deck and pass that information to me so that I could have a little look at whether I wanted to commit characters to quest or what have you. And it occurred to me to say, well, is that legal? We were basically using this response I've highlighted here. So after this guy shines his torch into the dark, he gets a bit of information about what's coming up. The main thing you're looking for here is location, otherwise it kind of gets a demerit to his willpower. But basically we were just using it to see what was going to happen and whether we were going to commit any cards. So after the Longbeard Elder commits to a quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck. The rest of the card could be blank for the purpose that we were putting it to at that point in time. So we checked to see whether we needed to commit characters to the quest. Did we need to? Did I need to hold resources back for a test of will? And I wonder whether it was legal play or not. Veterans of the game will be saying, hey, what are you doing talking about it? Well, this is the rules reference table talk, and you can chat as much as you like. Naming cards, which is a bit weird. You don't have to say the bearded traveller instead of just Gandalf. But it's designed to stop alpha players from taking over the game by just playing your hand for you. So was it a legal play? Could Matt commit the Longbeard Elder as his first character and then tell me as the next player what the crack was and whether I could hold resources or what have you? So let's have a little look. So this is the quest phase timings, and step 3.2 in the time window is where you commit your characters. And what you do is each player commits their characters in player order, but each player's characters are committed at exactly the same time. So the first player commits all of their characters. Then any triggers, any responses to committing to the quest will happen. And then the second player will commit all of their characters and any responses, and the third player or fourth player. So the first player can commit characters and pass that information down the line. The second player can commit characters and pass that information down the line, but the first player can't then go, oh, do you know what, actually I think I'm going to hold some players back, I'm going to just take a seat back, say. No, you might let that happen in casual play, but just be aware that's kind of against the rules. So in summary then, it was a kind of legal play so long as Matt was always the first player and we could do this every other turn. So let's just run that through. So I'm the first player, I commit all my characters, I get a response that says, hey, have a look at the encounter deck, and I can say, Matt, do that thing. If I'm the second player, I get that information, and it's kind of not useful to me unless I've got a third and a fourth player, and so on. So I just want to kind of thank some you Redditors, MDevoza, Mr. Lippum, and Two Short Planks, who clarified some of the questions I had on Reddit. What we're going to do now is we're just going to see that on Octagon a little bit in action for those people who want to kind of have a playthrough come through. But if you really want to have a reference, this is the kind of slide to be kind of having a look at. So let's see all that in action. We've got two decks. They are taking a walk through Mirkwood on a quest from Thranduil, heading down to LotR. Anybody who's seen opened the core set will recognise this particular setup. Hi, Forest Spider. Hi, the Old Forest Road. We've got the first player over here with the dwarves, and they've got a Longbeard Elder accompanying them, shining a light into the darkness there. And what they're going to do is they're going to commit to the quest now. We've done a bit of setup and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're just going to commit the Longbeard Elder. So we can trigger his response. And the question we're asking ourselves is, should we commit Eleanor, or should we hold her in reserve to cancel any nasty treacheries that may or may not be coming out of the encounter deck? So we've committed this. The first player is about to say, hey, second player, your turn to get a question. And therefore they trigger this response. What they can't do is trigger the response and then say commit Bifur to the quest based upon what the information they find, because essentially these two characters go questing at exactly the same time. So we trigger the response, we have a little look at the encounter deck, we look at the top card, and lo and behold, ooh, it's the Necromancer's Reach. So what the second player decides to do is just commit Eowyn and commit Done Here. They're going to keep Eleanor stood just in case that comes out, which we absolutely know it is going to. Clearly, we don't know what the second card is going to be, and therefore if that had been, say, a location, we would still run the risk of the trajectory. We've got a bit more information to kind of see what we can do. So let's just set this back up again, and let's just pretend that this guy is now the first player. So they can't, and let's just shuffle this up, they can't now rely upon the Longbeard Elder. So an illegal play would be to say, oh, do you know what, I'm going to commit Eleanor. Should I commit Eleanor or not? Hey, mate, could you just, you commit as well? Typically these phases can get a little bit mixed up. So he commits, he triggers, he goes, ooh, let's have a little look. Top X cards, that was one. Ooh, actually, yeah, it is a treachery. Okay, not a problem. That would be illegal. And therefore what would have to happen then is maybe take a risk adverse approach and just commit done here, or maybe you decide, you know what, I need to really kind of go all in on this, kind of get them all done. If this player then commits the Longbeard Elder, that's all well and good. Maybe they choose not to trigger their response at that point, because actually it's helping no one really, because all that's going to happen is get one progress on there but take a hit here. Perhaps that's not something that you want to happen at that point. So that's the rules in play. I kind of hope that helped bring to life the kind of textual explanation that we had before. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, comment below. Hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, or go to the website, mostly-offtopic.com. Thank you.